If a coworker can take your work in public and you stay silent, you have taught the room a lesson. You are optional. And in most workplaces, being optional is a slow death. Not dramatic, just predictable. Because the workplace does not reward effort, it rewards outcomes that can be repeated, credited, and defended. So today you'll get a playbook. Not to create conflict, not to expose anyone, but to make your ownership undeniable. Because in any power system, what is not defended is taken. You build the deck, you run the analysis, you solve the problem, you write the notes. Then in a meeting, someone else says, "So I looked into it and here's what I recommend." Your manager smiles, stakeholders nod, the room moves on, and your name disappears. Now you feel the trap close. If you correct them bluntly, you risk looking petty. If you stay quiet, you risk becoming invisible. Most people choose silence. They call it professionalism. But silence is not professionalism. Silence is permission. Here is the rule you must learn early. Never accuse in public. Clarify ownership in public. Accusation creates a fight. Clarification creates a record. And in professional life, the record becomes reality. People do not reward the most deserving. They reward what they can confidently repeat later. So your goal is simple. Make it easy for them to repeat your name. Some people take credit on purpose, others do it because it works. The result is the same. Managers are busy. They don't investigate origin stories. They reward what arrives polished, confident, and easy to approve. So the person who speaks with certainty borrows authority from the room, and the person who stays quiet donates authority. This is the part people hate. The credit stealer is not brave. They are simply testing whether you will defend yourself. And if you don't defend yourself, you become a resource, a quiet engine powering someone else's reputation. This is not personal. It is incentive. And incentive does not need hatred. It only needs opportunity. You will do 3 things. 1 in the room, 1 in writing, 1 in access and boundaries. Do these 3, and the behavior either stops or it becomes obvious to everyone who is doing the real work. Step 1. Claim it in the room, calmly. The first move must be clean. No anger, no sarcasm. No, actually, that was my idea. You do not sound wounded. You sound useful. You add detail that only the owner can add. Here are lines you can use. If they present your idea, just to add context, I ran the analysis, and the main driver is X. That's why the recommendation is Y. If they present your deliverable, yep, I put this together. The key assumption is on slide 5. If we change it, the outcome shifts. If they say we, but it was you. Quick breakdown, I handled the modeling. The result is X. Next step is Y. Notice the structure. No accusation. Only ownership and specifics. This keeps you safe because it forces a choice. Either they accept your ownership or they have to fight you openly. Most won't fight openly. They prefer shadows. Now, a warning. Do not over-explain. A long defense signals insecurity. A short clarification signals certainty. So you speak once with calm precision, and you move on. Step 2. Build the record in writing. If step 1 is your shield, step 2 is your army. Because meetings are fog, writing is proof. People remember what they can pull up later. And when performance reviews and promotion decisions arrive, proof beats stories. So you build a trail that is professional, clean, and hard to dispute. Before the meeting, send a short note. Slack or Teams is fine. Email if it's formal. Example message. Sharing the key points I'll cover tomorrow. I'll walk through the analysis, the risks, and my recommendation. That does 2 things. It prepares the room, and it places your name next to the work before anyone speaks. After the meeting, send a recap. Not emotional, not passive-aggressive, just ownership and next steps. Example recap. Recap from today. I recommend option B because of X. I'll deliver the revised model by Thursday. Risks are Y and Z. Again, two effects. First, your manager can forward it. Second, your contribution is time-stamped. This is not begging for credit. This is the professional version of force. Because in modern organizations, the person with the cleanest record is the person hardest to erase. Now let's deal with what most people get wrong. They try to fix credit theft with one clever sentence. That is naive. A sentence works once. A system works forever. So you build a system that makes stealing inconvenient. Here are 3 system moves. First, stop sending finished work privately to one person. When you send something privately, you allow them to become the messenger, and the messenger becomes the owner in people's memory. Instead, send it where ownership is visible. A shared document with your name in the header. A thread that includes your manager. A short note to stakeholders. Here's what I built and why. Second, when you do the work, you present the work. Not because you crave attention, because you need association. In professional life, association decides who gets remembered. Third, control what they can take. Share enough for alignment, but do not hand over a polished package that can be rebranded. If that sounds harsh, remember the logic. You are not punishing them. You are removing temptation. Step 3. Control access, then set the boundary. If it happened once, assume opportunism. If it happened twice, assume strategy. At that point, you stop being generous with visibility. You become strict. You do one of these, you present it yourself. Or you send it with your name and your summary attached. Or you loop in your manager on the thread. Then you set the boundary privately. Short, calm, non-negotiable. Say this: small thing. When work I produce is shared, it needs correct attribution. If you want to present it, loop me in so I can add context. If they deny it or play innocent, I'm not debating intent. I'm talking about outcome. Let's keep attribution clean going forward. This matters because you are not trying to embarrass them. You are defining the rules of contact. Now, the special case. When the credit stealer is your manager. If your manager takes credit, you don't confront them like a peer. You use visibility and documentation. You say, I'll send a recap of what I delivered and the next steps, so we're aligned. Then you send it, short, clear, with dates and deliverables. You are not accusing your manager. You are building a record that protects you when decisions are made. This is the safest form of resistance. Professional, documented, hard to punish without consequences. Now, what not to do. Do not explode in public. When you become emotional, you become the story. Do not gossip about them. That turns you into a political person, and political people are rarely trusted. Do not wait for months. Delay is permission. And do not overcorrect. If you fight for credit on every minor detail, you look insecure. Defend what matters. The work that shapes decisions. The work that appears in reviews. The work that changes outcomes. Here is the mindset that keeps you safe. Your goal is not revenge. Your goal is reputation. Reputation is built when you are calm, specific, and consistently attached to outcomes. If you do excellent work but cannot defend its ownership, you are funding someone else's rise. So do what is necessary. Claim it in the room. Confirm it in writing. Control access and set the boundary. Here is the final rule. If you want respect, you must be hard to misrepresent. If this happened to you, comment the situation. Was it a coworker, a manager, or a teammate? And I'll give you the exact line to use in your next meeting. In the next video, we deal with passive aggression. Because in modern offices, hostility often wears a smile.